What about the Hawks? Do you reckon they get better, seeing as they got Barras, or do you? Like, it's one of those things. It's hard to.
Yeah, it's very very hard. Everyone it happens every preseason. We've had the best preseason of all time. We're flying. We're going real well, but someone's got to finish on the bottom. The thing about the Hawks is that now they're going to have to deal with expectation next year. Like they sort of, like teams game plan for Collingwood this year, the team game plan for Brisbane in the off season. Like you look at clubs, I'm not sure there would have been many clubs going, all right, we need to focus on Hawthorn and what they do. Now, obviously, I was 0-5. They had an unbelievable last 3 quarters of the year, and momentum's the hardest thing to stop in football, as we know. And they had it in spades. And Brass obviously makes them a lot better. They got another key defender, didn't they?
I think they did too. They got someone else in.
But he's obviously a very good player, so he makes them a lot better. Do their small forwards and that? Do they play with the same passion and it's the same sort of like flair next year? And do sides know how to stop it? We don't know. And like I said about North, everyone else is trying to get better.
Yeah.
And did Hawthorn overachieve? Probably. Like get into the semi-final, whatever it was. Their list does their list. They probably won a semi-final list, but they just had, it shows when a group of blokes really love playing with each other, they obviously got the absolute most out of themselves and probably more. So, if I was doing my early top 8 now, I probably would have them in the bottom half of the 8, 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah, so still making the 8, you reckon?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you based on? Like, they've got a lot of young kids, their future, exactly.
That's
so
right.
I'd probably have them I wouldn't have them in the top 4 yet, but I'd have them probably in the bottom half of the 8.
What about what do they do at Port? Seeing as they why can't they be successful in the final series?
It's like Sydney. Sydney should never be allowed in another grand final again.
That's two bad ones, isn't it?
Yeah. Need to put the pies in. At least even if we lose, let's make it a close game.
Yeah.
That's all we want is neutral observers in grand final race. It's a close game. And
it's just a letdown for the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible. You end up put on the races and going, all right, what can we do? No one ends up paying attention unless you got your multis going.
Yeah.
But Port,
well, Brisbane that much better. Like, what is it like mentally speaking? Like for players that just can't get up for like the biggest day of the year. They can't be that much better than.
No, they weren't that much better. They were obviously, they were the second best side last year. Now, you're the best side this year. They had and they rode an unbelievable wave of momentum in the back half of the year, a bit like Hawthorn. But no, they weren't 70 points better than the next best side. A bit like Geelong. Geelong were pretty good 3 years ago, but it's just grand final's going to be a bit skewed, because once the game and finals, once the game's over, the opposition aren't really trying. You're like, you try but you're not trying. You're like, fuck, this is over. There's no tomorrow. Like, we cannot win this game.
Yeah.
Like, you just sort of going through the motions. You're like, just fucking, just blow the siren, please. And the opposition decided to win and like, fuck, I want to fill up here. I want to kick a goal. I want to kick a goal grand final race. So they're working just as hard. Everyone trying to kick a goal because they feel real good about themselves. But the side of getting smashed, you're like, just fucking blow the whistle. Where's the mercy rule? Like, get me out.
Do you reckon mercy rule? I honestly reckon you should bring it in just to
for grand final race, yeah.
Or any of those games. If it's 100 points, what's the point? The game's they're not coming back.
Well, the only point is for the gambling.
That's right.
That would be the
money. Yeah, that's
the gambling,
right. Change.
Sure,
and ads.
Sure, us here at Dabble wouldn't be happy with if the mercy rule and all bets got cancelled.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. All paid out.
Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.